Hey, hello everyone. So, welcome back to today's Python live coding session. So, in today's session, we will be using Typer to build amazing CLI apps. So, before starting, so what is a Typer? Typer is basically a sibling of Fast API, as you can see here. So, which means the Typer is developed by the developers of Fast API, and the syntax and the design is pretty much similar to Fast API. So if you are familiar with Fast API, the typer will be straightforward. So let's get started. So the first thing first is we need to install typer using the pip. So I will install typer here, and yeah, this is done. Now let's start with a simple example. Ta-da. Yeah, so let's start with a simple example. So what I will do is I will create a new file called sample.py here, and now let's start with a simple function like def sample. I'm not repeating what it is there in this example, but I'm just giving a different name, that's all. So everything else will be same. So I will be this sample function will be taking name as a parameter, and it will print, let's use f string here, and name. So this is pretty straightforward. Now how to run this one? So for running this using typer, we need to use this syntax. Okay, so let me clear the terminal. Now type typer sample dot py dot run. So if you run this one, let's see what happens. See, we got an error here saying that missing argument name. See how beautiful it is. So it is telling the user that you need to provide the name. Okay, so now let's run this same program with providing the name. Let's say give the name like Ran. So let's see the output, hello Ran. So this is how it is simple to start with the typer, and let's move on. So before that, let me share this screen on the Twitter actually. Sample typer. So I will give simple typer example. I'm just sharing this code snippet on the Twitter so that others can join us. Okay. So it's done. Perfect. Okay, so let's see. Let's move on to the next example here. Ta-da. Hey, hi, Rania. No, basically this is not for only for me, so I wanted it's for everyone, so whoever is interested. So let's see. Let's move on to the next example here. So yeah, so basically if we want to know what are the parameters or arguments required to run this sample method, that time we can just provide sample, I mean help here, just like our Linux manual. Couldn't import Python module simple. Okay, sorry. So I have to say sample.py. See here. So this is the help of this CLI app. Now let's move on. See, as of now, if you see here, basically this is just a simple, I mean, Python method, I mean function. So there is no typer code here. So then how can we add a typer code? So let's do this one. So instead of running the program using typer, what we will do is we will import the typer within the program, and then we will run as a simple Python script. Okay. So let's modify this program. So first thing first, we will import typer, and now here what we can do is, this is like a regular stuff. When we run this sample program directly, then this code should get executed. Okay, so that is why we are writing this condition. If the name is equal to main, then do this typer dot run. So what we need to run, we need to run the sample function. Okay, so that's pretty much actually here. So now we can directly run this sample now without typer. See here, we got the error message here saying that the name argument is missing. Now let's run by providing the name. So maybe Sam this time. See, hello Sam, we got the message. So let's update this one. So save. Okay, so this is another way of running the typer app. Okay, so now let's move on and see what are the other samples are here. So basically this is again checking out the help, something like this. Let me clear the terminal. So Python sample hyphen help. So it should provide the help guide here, usage guide. Okay, now moving on. If you see here, so this is an example upgrade. So this is a basic one, right? Now let's see how we can add more functions to our CLI app. So as you can see here, so here we have two functions, two separate functions like hello and goodbye, and for these functions we can decorate the typer object here using the command method. Okay, so let's do that. So what I will do is yeah, I will use create a separate file, maybe like maybe advanced.py. Okay, so now here let's start with importing typer. So as a first thing, we need to create an app from the typer. It's just like creating a fast API app. Okay, now let's create a hello method or function. So this will take name as the input, and it prints the hello message. Okay, so I will use the f string as usual and name. Close this one. Now let's decorate this hello function with the app dot command. This is just like in fast API how we decorate the functions with fast API app, so that the route gets created, right? So something similar we are doing it here as well. So now before adding this goodbye function, let's run this program. So for running this program, I will write this condition. So I hope you guys knows about this one, why we are adding this one. If not, feel free to ask me in the comment section. So now let's run this one. So python advanced.py and --help. See, if you see here what it is doing, so it has shown the arguments name and completions and all. But the thing here is, so we have two commands, we have only one command, which is hello. So here it is not able to display the help of this hello function. So let's do one thing. I will do advanced.py and then say hello. Now it is giving the same output. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so now let's add one more function, that is app.command I will give here. Now let's say goodbye. Okay, so this will also take str as an input, and here it's a formal argument, so where the default value is false. Okay, so I will just copy paste this one. So if you see here, the second parameter argument is a boolean value. Okay, so there is a difference actually when we actually run this one. So let's see this. So run the upgrade example. Now if you see here, python advanced -help. See here, so now it is properly showing the commands. So this CLI app has two commands, one is goodbye and one is hello. So now let's say if you want to know how to run this goodbye, then what we can do is we can do something like this. Now it will give you the required arguments for this one, and the other options as well, like formal. So this one has a boolean argument formal, right? So it is saying ---- formal, default is no formal. Okay, that means if you pass the formal value here, that means the message will be in a proper formal format, like goodbye, that Mr. name and have a good day. Okay, so let's run this one and see how it looks. So advanced.py. Now I want to run goodbye, and I need to buy, and then I need to pass the name here, like Sam, and I will not mention anything after that. Now see what happened here. Okay, there is a spelling mistake. It's not goodbye, it's a goodbye, right? So let's correct that one. See here, see, bye Sam. So it's a informal message. So if you want to make it a more formal goodbye message, then let's add ---- formal as they have mentioned here. Okay, so now this condition gets executed and we got a message here. Okay, so similarly let's run the hello command as well, and for the hello also we need to pass the name. Okay, maybe this time John. See here, hello John. And by any chance if you forgot to pass the input value, you will get error, see, saying missing argument. So that's simple it is. So building the CLI apps using typer, and let me share this screenshot on the Twitter. Ta-da. Yeah, that's done. And now let's move on. So this is basically checking the help for each command. Okay, so which we already know. And that's all guys. I mean, see, so this is how, I mean, we can create a simple CLI apps using typer. And if you want to know more about it, and if you want to create more advanced apps, please check out the typer documentation. So I will share this link in the description. Okay, I hope you like this session, and if you have any thoughts about the topics, feel free to mention in the comment sections. So I will meet you in the next live Python coding session. Till then, take care.